Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Saints defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Third down and 1. 12. Burrow will throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And Burrow going to change the play. In motion right is Tony. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11, Thomas. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
11.
Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 9.
11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A 1st down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season is because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
Burrow on play action. Just keeping the play alive. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
11.
Hodgins in motion.
11. 12. 11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
12. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kadarius Toney from 13 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. On second down, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll swing this out to Tony. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On gain of a yard, brings up 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle, Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Henry again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Running right, Jones. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
11 MT tape.
On second down, here's Burrow. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
11.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
12.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one... It got his man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
First down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The pass caught by Olave. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lance again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kalijah Kancey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Lance. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Eckler hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. Here's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete to Tony. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On third down, Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake. Lance. And this one too low. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.